All right, welcome into another Bears Bite because we got plenty going on today. Monday, after an embarrassing loss to the New England Patriots, Matt Eberflus has cell phone issues with his ESPN 1000 interview and then goes off to his press conference only to say basically nothing. Does not commit to making a change at offensive coordinator, but certainly doesn't commit to his offensive coordinator either. So here we are this week. Looking forward to a Bears banter that will be out probably Tuesday evening. Look for it there. Danny Parkins won't even just play coy with a guest. Danny Parkins going to be joining the podcast this week. Plenty of opinions, I'm sure, from Danny forthcoming. So make sure you look for that at the Second City Gridiron YouTube page and, of course, the Second City Gridiron podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts. But like we said, Matt Eberflus commits to nothing, which is a bit of the coward's way out because he obviously knows he's going to make a bit of a change here, but doesn't want to deal with the media just yet. So he does nothing so he can get out of it. And this is typical Bears stuff. We see them do this all the time, and it's an embarrassing way to operate. But no surprise, it's how the Chicago Bears operate. So the word we're going to talk about today in today's Bears Bite is optics. And optics is important here when we talk about coaching changes and people potentially being fired. Because if Ryan Poles did have the opportunity to change coaches last season and committed to Matt Eberflus, and then 9 games in, he goes, oops, sorry, guys, that was a mistake. How does that look for Ryan Poles in his boss, Kevin Warren's eyes? Matt Eberflus goes and hires Shane Waldron. If he goes and fires Shane Waldron after 9 games, after already having Luke Getsy and now looking for a third offensive coordinator, how does that look for Matt Eberflus? To his boss, Ryan Poles, it doesn't look good for either of them. So do I expect Shane Waldron to be fired? No, I would be shocked if that absolutely happened. I couldn't even believe there's questions about if Caleb Williams should be benched. We know how broken this offense is. You cannot put it all on a rookie quarterback. So when we're talking about this, what I expect to happen is Shane Waldron to be stripped of play calling duties, and Thomas Brown will be most likely the guy to get those. Could maybe be Kerry Joseph if they wanted to throw a curveball, but Thomas Brown has done that job for the Carolina Panthers in the past. Didn't do it well, but he also had Bryce Young as his quarterback. So I do expect to see a change here. But again, in terms of firing, if Ryan Poles goes and fires Matt Eberflus, and obviously that'd be a full decision with Warren and McCaskey involved, but that doesn't look good for Ryan Poles. And if Matt Eberflus goes and fires Shane Waldron, that doesn't look good for Matt Eberflus. So while we as fans sit here and go, this is the thing that needs to happen, it doesn't necessarily happen because, again, they just committed to these people. They just hired these people, and optics is the word of the day. Now, the Green Bay Packers are on the horizon, and the Green Bay Packers are very good at putting nails in the coffin to the Chicago Bears coaching staffs. Mark Trestman, it was the nail in the coffin in 2014 with the 42-0 embarrassment at halftime, and whatever the final score there was, 52-14 or whatever it was, but it was 42-0 at halftime on Sunday Night Football. This is the Tom Brady broadcast. This is the Fox #1 team. Plenty of eyeballs across the country are going to be on this one. And if the Bears embarrass themselves again, I don't think Matt Eberflus gets fired on that Monday, but I do think the ship will have sailed for Matt Eberflus and he will just be dead coach walking. Could I see an in-season change? Maybe Kevin Warren would actually put a stamp on this being his team and doing something the Bears have never done in the history of the franchise. Because of the fact that they've never done it, that is not a reason not to do it. If you know Matt Eberflus is dead coach walking, I can't talk, you need to make the change as soon as possible. Optics. So looking forward to Bears banter this week. It's going to be another wild week at Halas Hall until the Chicago Bears figure this thing out. Until they do, we are going to have a bunch of angry podcasts, frustrated fans, and media asking a whole lot of questions. Bear down, everybody, and buckle up.